This program is made possible with support by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
North County cities have had at-large elections for as long as they have been incorporated. At-large elections are those in which all voters of the entire jurisdiction elect all of the members to the governing office. This year, the majority of North County cities will, for the first time, have district elections. This change establishes districts, equal in population, with voters in each district electing officials who live in that district. This change has been motivated by the desire to comply with the 2001 California Voting Rights Act and to avoid a potential lawsuit threat from attorneys associated with the Southwest Voter Registration Education Project. The goal of district elections is to provide equity for disenfranchised minorities whose vote is diluted by citywide elections. The California Voting Rights Act of 2001 states that, quote, an at-large method of election may not be imposed or applied in a manner that impairs the ability of a protected class to elect candidates of its choice or its ability to influence the outcome of an election, unquote. A protected class is defined as a class of voters who are members of a race, color, or language minority group.
Hello, my name is Zack Beck, City Clerk of the City of Oceanside, and I would like to share some important information with you regarding the new voting districts that have been established in the City of Oceanside. I will explain how the districts will be phased in during the next 2 election cycles and how this change will affect those who choose to run for office in Oceanside. Furthermore, I'll provide information to you regarding the resources you need to determine which district you live in, as well as my contact information in case you have any questions concerning this new voting system. With that being said, let me provide some background information on how the City of Oceanside created these new districts. On May 3, 2017, the City of Oceanside adopted a resolution to begin the process to transition to district-based elections. The Oceanside City Council held 4 public hearings to take public comment in regards to the composition of the council districts. My office held 5 community meetings during the month of May 2017 to provide the public with the opportunity to draw district maps together in an ethical, independent, and transparent manner. On June 21, 2017, the Oceanside City Council voted unanimously to direct staff to bring forward the Communities of Interest map. This map was drawn by the public and was given final approval by the City of Council. At the City of Council meeting on July 25, 2017, the Council introduced an ordinance establishing by-district elections for the City Council and approved an election calendar for the newly created districts, and on August 1, 2017, the City Council voted to adopt the ordinance. Now that we have provided the background information related to how the City of Oceanside developed these districts, I would like to share some demographic and geographic information related to the details of each individual district with you. First, we have District Number 1. District Number 1 has 40,064 residents in it, and it runs down the coastline from the harbor to Oceanside Boulevard. The district then goes east along the Oceanside Boulevard corridor until it reaches El Camino Real. The district then continues north on El Camino Real to Mesa Drive and goes east to Rancho del Oro Drive. Once there, it continues to Highway 76 and heads back west until just before reaching Fusat Road. Then the district heads north to the Camp Pendleton border. The district then finally runs along the Camp Pendleton border back to the coastline. That is District Number 1, also known as the Northwest District. Next, I would like to share the demographic and geographic details for District Number 2. District Number 2 has 40,982 residents, and it begins just east of the intersection of Fusat Drive and Highway 76. Then the district continues east along Highway 76 until it reaches Douglas Drive. It then moves north along Douglas Drive to the San Luis Rey River. It then continues east along the San Luis Rey River to College Boulevard, where it then heads south to Mission Avenue. It then goes east along Mission Avenue to North Santa Fe Drive, where it continues south to Glenview Lane and heads east to Mission Meadows, and incorporates everything else that is northeast of that region within the city limits, including the Jeffries Ranch neighborhood and the Morrow Hills neighborhood, until it reaches the Camp Pendleton border. It will then run west along the Camp Pendleton border until it reaches just west of Fireside Park. That is District Number 2, also known as the Northeast District. Next, I would like to share the demographic and geographic details for District Number 3. District number 3 has 43,875 residents and incorporates all of the coastline south of Oceanside Boulevard to the Carlsbad border. The district runs east along Oceanside Boulevard until it reaches College Boulevard. It then heads south to Olive Drive, going east to Emerald Drive, and then continues south along the Oceanside Vista border until it reaches the border of Oceanside and Carlsbad near the Ocean Hills community. The district then continues west along Oceanside-Carlsbad border until it reaches the coastline. That is District number 3, also known as the Southern District. Last, I would like to share the demographic details and geographic details for District number 4. District number 4 has 42,419 residents, and it begins at the intersection of Oceanside Boulevard and El Camino Real. It then runs east along Oceanside Boulevard to College Boulevard, heads south to Olive Drive, and then continues east to the border of Oceanside and Vista, all the way to North Santa Fe Drive. The district then heads north along North Santa Fe Drive to Mission Avenue, moves west along Mission Avenue to College Boulevard, and it then continues north along College Boulevard to the San Luis Rey River. It then heads west along the San Luis Rey River to Douglas Drive, and heads south on Douglas Drive to Highway 76. It then turns back east to Rancho Del Oro, goes south to Mesa Drive, and returns back west to El Camino Real, and concludes by going south to Oceanside Boulevard. That is District number 4, also known as the Central District. Currently, each member of the Oceanside City Council is serving an at-large term, which means that until their term expires, they will be serving in an at-large capacity, and they are allowed to live anywhere in the City of Oceanside to serve on the City Council. However, when their term expires, they will be required to live within the boundaries of one of the districts that will be on the ballot during the election in order for them to be eligible to run for that particular City Council seat. Members of the public are also eligible to run for City Council as long as they live in the district that is on the ballot and they complete all of the required nomination paperwork with my office and the California Secretary of State. The new City Council districts will be phased in during the next 2 election cycles. District number 1 and District number 2 will be introduced during the November 2018 election. District number 3 and District number 4 will be introduced in the November 2020 election. After all the districts have been introduced, the City Council will be comprised of 4 City Council members who each live in and represent one of the established districts. The mayor will remain elected at large. In regards to the current council members who choose to run for City Council in 2018, there are 2 incumbents who live in District number 1. Councilmember Esther Sanchez was elected in 2016 and is serving an at-large term until 2020. However, Councilmember Sanchez is eligible to run for City Council District number 1 in 2018. If she wins, she will vacate her current at-large seat and then represent District number 1 until 2022. Councilmember Sanchez, if she loses, she will remain on the City Council in the at-large seat until 2020. Councilmember Chuck Lowry was elected in 2014 and is serving an at-large term that expires in 2018. If he wins, he will represent District number 1 until 2022. If Councilmember Lowry loses, he will no longer be on the City Council. Councilmember Jerry Kern was elected in 2014 and is serving an at-large term that expires in 2018. Councilmember Kern lives in District number 2, which is on the ballot in the November 2018 election. City Councilmember Jack Feller was elected in 2016 and is serving an at-large term until 2020. Councilmember Feller lives in District number 3, which will be introduced during the November 2020 election. There are currently no incumbents living in District number 4, which will be introduced during the November 2020 election. In order to find out which district you live in, please visit the City Clerk District Elections page on the City of Oceanside website as shown below. There is an interactive map on the website which allows you to type in your address in the search bar and it will show you which district you live in. You can also contact myself directly with any questions you have. I can be reached at the email below, or you can call me at 760-435-3010. We are entering a new era of elections in the City of Oceanside, and I want to do everything I can to make sure that you are informed and aware of the changes that are transpiring in our community. Please let me know if there is anything I can do to be of assistance to you on this item. Thank you for taking the time to remain active and engaged in our beautiful city. I hope you have a positive and productive day.
This program is made possible with support by AT&T, mobilizing your world.